Welcome, Monday Noon Yoga. Hope everybody's well and excited for the week. I know I am, and I know I need this. So, got the new schedule. I have a learning center that I've taken my son to, which is great. So I ran around this morning, taking him to like an official place where he can do a Zoom and has other kids. So I'm just so happy about that. So there's no Jade in here with me today. So it's nice and quiet. Oh, hold on one second. That was good that I thought of that. That background noise is now gone. So if you want music, if you want background music for yourself, go ahead and just find a playlist. I'm actually on Spotify, Tog Rowan, and there's so many playlists there that I've made for our yoga classes if you want to have some music. And so what those playlists are, it's like a slow build up to some upbeat songs in the middle, and then another kind of wind down towards the end. So it's nice. It's that slow wave that happens with music. So bouncing. How about that? Let's just bounce and sway. Close the eyes, sway the arms, bounce, circle. Start breathing. Getting into your body, rooting into the feet, the legs, the belly. Even letting the head drop, the chin drop. It's about an hour class, so hopefully you have time. If not, any pieces of these classes that I give can be used, You just want to pop in for 5 minutes and breathe with me. That's awesome too. Yeah, people think they need to do the whole thing. You don't need to do the whole thing. You can just do little parts. So if you're seated, you can go ahead and stand, bring your arms high, steeple mudra, these 3 fingers down and that finger up, and then pull the head through, let your torso grow tall, and then see curve right and left at your pace. You can go fast. Oh yeah, it feels amazing. Even that bounce in between. This is where you find your own kind of inner voice. What does it want to do? Maybe it wants to bounce a little bit more. Let that happen. Good. And then I'm going to hang out a little bit more linear on this right side. Sinking into the feet, dropping into that right side as the left rib cage opens up. Sink into the feet, pull the arms behind the ears. Yeah! It's great for this top shoulder. Good. Inhale, come up to center. And we'll do that to the other side. Same thing, just letting it drop gradually, opening the layers. Doesn't have to go deep right at the beginning. Take a few breaths. Feet are strong, weight pulled evenly down into the center. So you have your feet spread, your toes even lifting for a moment and then dropping down. Good. Come on up. Exhale, release the hands to cactus arms, letting the heart lift. And then drop the chin down. Open the palms upward and drop the elbows towards the rib cage. And then turn the hands to interlace the fingers. Push down with the fists. This is sort of an advanced posture without support on your back. So let me show you the medium version. So if you feel like you need support with your hands on your back, use this instead of this, hands pushing down. Okay, 2 choices. Which one is right for you? Tune in, check in. Little sips of air. Good. Gently come out, bend the knees, go slow, let the head drop. Oh my gosh, just so tight. I need this. I have not done my yoga today. So gradually building into that full expression of the posture. Really is a process. Okay, so remember that. Feet are strong. Let the shoulders roll up and back. Yeah, doesn't have to be this image of like pretty, you know, you just let it feel. Go inside and just feel. Oh yeah, all that pops and cracks. Let that happen. Okay, we're gonna do that a couple times. So release the arms, drop them down to the ground, take a breath, roll up. It's good to go slow, especially in this heat of California right now. It's amazing how hot it is, right? It's about 90 degrees in the middle of the day. 99 degrees, I have to say, 100 degrees. Oh. Hands come behind you again. Inhale. Do this sequence just a few times. Exhale, forward fold. Yeehaw. See how much better it is the second time? Wow. So nice. And then bring the hands to the low back, pound it out. Roll up. Roll. Inhale. One more time, same thing. Reaching up. Exhale, hands behind you, interlace your fingers, push down with the fists, open up the chest, hips forward. Pushing into the feet, heart lifts. You can feel those 2 directions. And then bend forward, exhale, yeah. Nice. Saying nice because it feels so much better the third time. I know you're with me. Deep sigh. Awesome. Let the hands go. Pound it out. Keep the head relaxed. I know you want to check me out or check out what's going on, but just let the head hang. Pound out the side of the calves. Pound out the IT band. Give your back a bit of massage. Hip creases are high. All right, plenty. And then make sure you're at the front of the mat. Halfway lift. We'll do this a couple times too. Walk the hands high underneath the knees. Inhale to extend forward. Exhale to pull back in. Feels so good. I hope you can feel this too. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale to pull back in. One more. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale. Pull back in, forehead towards the shins. All right, plant the hands, step back, both feet to the back of the mat. Moving your torso high plank to down dog with breath. In fact, we can add a little tippy toe. So you're in down dog. Inhale to tippy toes. Find that inhale, like it right into the belly. And then exhale, high plank. And then come back. Push back into the heels. Float the heels high. Maybe round the back a little bit to come to high plank. And then push back. So your own timing feels really good. That float up to that pressure right down into the hands. Yeah, see if that feels good to you. Your own timing. That lift is nice. Even a bent knee works. And then a float forward. And then a push back. Yeah, so it's almost like it's just this beautiful wave of energy that flows. And your breath doesn't have to go the way I said, if you find your breath floating a different way, let it happen. Trust in your body. Just keeping the inhale through the nose and the out through the nose. Wow, I'm getting a lot of adjustments. Maybe you are too. So good. Yeah. Starting to wake up. Maybe there's a slight twist in the spine as you rock your feet side to side in your down dog. So how about going to Egyptian down dog? Bring the heels to the right and sink into that. If you're just getting started in yoga, child's pose, which is just dropping the knees to the mat and setting your hips a little bit back. Okay, we'll be there in just a couple more breaths. Inhale to center on that down dog. Exhale to turn the feet and press into the soles of the feet as your head drops back down. Again, I like going slow, especially at the beginning. Remember, you're in control. Let your body guide you. Those sighs to help. All right, I'm walking my toes back to drop the knees down, using my elbows to pause, soften the feet. Feel like you work those feet a little bit in the tippy toes, because that's exactly what the tippy toe down dog is for, to sort of open up and wake up the ankles. Crack, crack. Good. And so this child's pose, I've been playing with not squeezing the knees too much, but just like a baby. Just pretend you're a baby with the butt sticking in the air. Turn your head to the side and just feel all of that weight into the mat. Head, arms, knees. We'll take 2 breaths with the head turned this way. Check in with the head turning right to the ear. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath like that. Inhale. Exhale. All right, turn your head the other way. If you need your hands for support to do that, bring them up. Today I did not. Right to the ear on the other side. 2 breaths. One more breath. Awesome. Bring the hands up. Set your hips all the way back now. Support your head with your double fists. And see how you can feel like you are Jell-O, just melting into the mat, okay? So inhale nose. Let it out through the mouth just one time. Seal the lips. Go back in and out through the nose. Heavy in the head. You can even massage the forehead. We're doing 2 more breaths. Last one here. Really good. Nice sound. Okay, inhale. Come to all fours. Spread the fingers wide and turn the fingertips towards your knees. Okay, you're opening the wrists. This may be enough, or you're just pushing into the hands down, or you can pull your hips back, drop your head. You can also adjust your knees a little bit closer to you so that you can push into a down dog. It's up to you. There's those different levels to open up the hands. Good, one more if you're with me. If not, go just drop your knees down. Awesome. Oh my gosh. So good. All right, so slowly transition. Transitions are so important. Just unpeel the hands. So good. Shake it out. All right, I love this hand massage, and some of you who have hair in my mouth. Some of you who have been with me for a while know this sequence. If not, this is one of those moments where throughout the day, if you need a pick-me-up, this is it. A pick-me-up meaning a de-stressing moment. This is go-to for sure. So having this in your toolbox, amazing. It's how to massage your hands. So right arm, starting with my right arm, fully engaged and flex. Start massaging right from the knuckle all the way down to the fingertip. And you're spiraling. You're literally massaging the finger all the way to the fingertip. Okay, and check in with the shoulders. You don't want them up to your ears. See if you can get them to drop down. And if you feel uncomfortable sitting on your heels, sit cross-legged, or even in a chair. Sit in a chair. Okay, so you'll know what's right for your body. Next finger, same thing. Start from the knuckle, wind it all the way down. Good. Such a great opportunity just to breathe. Wow, this finger needs attention. I'm having knuckle kind of achiness in this earth finger. This is the earth finger. Yeah. Middle finger, next one. You can even do some neck exploration too, right into the neck. The body just spontaneously finds these movements. So the more you practice, the more you find these actual, linear nadis. We call them nadis or meridian lines where they open up. But it takes a little bit of a focus to find them and some breath to release them. Focus to find them and breath to release them. Gosh, I love that. I'll have to repeat that. You have to focus to find them, the spot, the meridian line, the energy, the stagnation, and then breath to release them. Okay. It's a whole process. Good. Shake out that hand. Just one more hand. Woo! Bring the arm out. Flex. A little bit of massage. Close your eyes. Soft jaw, soft face. When you relax your face and your jaw, you're relaxing the entire body. It's that cue. It's that internal cue for your whole body just to soften, That includes the forehead, the eyebrow furrow. Well, let that go. Let the eyebrows relax. Let that third eye just soften. Closing your eyes. Oh, yeah. Chin to the right. In fact, well, that's what we'll do. Just a little bit of neck thing, but I think we'll stand up as soon as I'm done with my thumb. How are you? Are you on your thumb? Oh, yeah. Good. So good. All right, we did it. Hands are massaged. Okay, so come on out. Come into a forward fold. Walk your hands in. Walk your feet in. Keep your feet about hip width apart. And then turn it to an angle. Bend them a bit. Yeah, in fact, bend them a lot. Just depends on where your flexibility is. But if you bend them a lot, you'll be able to drape your torso right onto the upper thighs. Let the arms release and hang. Shake out the head, yes. And no. And then yes again. And then walk the hands to the right and just stretch that out. Leaning into that left foot, engaging that whole fire, lighting up the leg all the way into the hip crease. You feel that as you stretch over. Exaggerate the left foot. Push. Okay, come back to center. Other side, and you're going to do the same thing. And I know my body's all, flexy, but if your body is not as flexy as my body, just use blocks or don't even worry about touching the floor, Don't worry. You can use a couch even to put your hands on the couch to support you. Just make it yours. Go inside and figure it out, My body's different than your body. All I'm doing is stretching out my right hip, pulsing into the right foot now. Awesome. Come back to center. We're going to roll up, like I said, give it a little bounce. Wow. Pausing halfway, and then stand up. Oh, good. Bounce it out. Like an Indian man. Does anybody have one of those rebounders, those mini trampolines? So excellent for your body. Highly recommend them. We have a big trampoline, and I need to get a little rebounder. All right, so then just go here, lifting. That's it. And then at the front of the mat, start with that right leg. You're going to lift it forward and back. Gosh, that's it. Swinging it forward and back. Nice. You can even use your arms. Just play time. Warrior 3, pause. Lift it up. Knee up towards that right shoulder. One more time like that. Really good. Let it float back. And then let it float forward. Good. And as it floats forward, I'm going to drop it crisscross, straight down. Swan dive forward. Okay. Crisscross forward fold. Again, you can use your hands. Check it out. You could use a prop. If you have a prop and you need that, that's amazing. Okay. I'm just going into a forward fold. Walk the hands over to one side. Again, we're going through flow. Whoops. We're going through flow right after this. Other side. Back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with that left leg into high plank. And guess what? Our first high to low push-up. Okay, you can go right into it, or you can play with that movement to give your hip symmetry. This is what I need to do. I'm not sure what you are doing. You can follow along or not. Knees come down. Low push-up. A dog. So good. Exhale to down dog. Beautiful. Let the head drop. And we'll hold in quiet for 5 breaths. Inhale. through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Last 2 breaths. Last breath. Nice. You can step or hop up. Halfway lift. Hands can walk up towards the kneecaps. Use the exhale to bring the forehead back to the shins. Inhale, flat back to come up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Great. So then we'll do that on the other side. I'm just turning to see you. So left leg comes up. We're on the left side. Exhale to bring it back. So you're just playing with this. Make sure that the toes roll inward a little bit. It's sometimes awkward for me on my left side. I have to really focus to turn that knee down. So you may be the same. So this left side, turn it inward a bit. Coming forward, inhale, and then let that warrior 3. If you fall out, just go back in. It's all the power through that central column. Eyes have to stay still. Gosh, each side is different. Just honor your body, Be loving and kind. It's doing a great job. Tell it it's doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Oh, it's hard though. So hard. Standing foot's on fire. Oh my gosh. Hold warrior 3. Awesome. Bring it forward. Stay with me and cross it down. Crisscross. Left foot over the right. Take that swoop of the lift. Pushing into the feet. And then swan dive forward. Exhale. Again, you can use your prop. Exhale, forward fold. Such an amazing stretch through the different lines. When you crisscross, you can feel it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull back in. Having fun. Over to one side. Back to center. Over to the other side. Even pressure into the feet. Let the head relax. Blocks if you need it. So good. Come back. Step back with the right leg. Back with the left leg. You might be able to just go right into your chaturanga. Go for it. If not, take a moment to get some symmetry through the hip sockets, which I really need to find that suction upward, those locks. The Mula Bandha, which is a root lock. Uddiyana Bandha, which is that flying bird lock. And Jalandhara Bandha, underneath the chin, right into the throat. 3 very important connections for your spine. And then you're engaged. Now you can come down to chaturanga. You see that? Slide through to up dog. Exhale to down dog. So good. All right, let's start left leg. Just bring that left leg high. One-legged down dog. Finding some length through that right hamstring. Turning inward with the toes on that left side, not letting the hip socket shoot way back out. Kind of want to pull it in. All right, bend that knee. Shoot the left leg to the left, 90 degrees. You can hold and lift and pulse. Belly. Oh, so good. And then shoot it back. So bend the knee and open it behind you. Stacking the hips. See that? And then pull it to the side. Good. Couple more like that. Drop it back. Linger if it feels good. It feels amazing to linger on this side. Nice little pop. Kick it to the side. Good. One-legged down dog. Kick it straight up. Finally, you're saying. Finally. Little lunge. Low lunge. Left foot forward. Check in with this hip socket. You want to pull it back and lengthen through that back leg. That back leg is strong. Good. Just pausing. Then turn into that left shoulder. Have my left hand on my knee. Turning. Sink into the hips a little bit. Pull and open that lower belly. Left arm comes up. Good. Frame that front foot. Drop the right knee down. Open it up with fingertips. So this is another place for blocks if you need them on either side of your front foot. And then exhale, possibly to straighten. In fact, I want to show you what the blocks look like because it might even be best for me to have blocks on this posture because we'll be repeating that. Let's go back to center. Back to that low lunge. Find that lift. You see that? And then that straighten. Forehead in, rounded back. So just go back and forth. Inhale. Lift. Take your own timing. Exhale to straighten. Inhale, one more to drop. And one more to straighten. But as we straighten this front leg, let's take an extension forward through the chest. You can even bring them higher. Okay. And plant that back foot too. We're going to linger in this posture, pulsing back and forth. Inhale out. Exhale to round and pull in. Couple more like that. You move the hands forward if it works on your body. I have a long torso, so it seems to work better with my hands more forward. Last one. Really good. All right, plenty on that left leg. Move the left foot centered into the mat so you can frame it with the two hands and step way back for high plank to low push-up or not. You can always skip, go right to child's pose, to high, to low push-up or not. Felt like that block was in my way. Maybe even moving through tabletop to get to your down dog. All right, toes together for same sequence on that right side. Good. Start with one-legged down dog. Spreading out through the upper body, sinking down into that left heel. Engage that right hip in the socket. Turning inward. I know, lots to think about. But just let it go. Once your body has body memory, then you don't need to think about it anymore. And you could just disregard what I'm saying. Take what you want. Leave the rest. That's the beauty of the yoga practice. You could practice yoga with a sledgehammer outside, and that would be amazing yoga powers, you know? With the kids running around, with the construction. You're like, I'm in it. I'm in my yoga. All right, open it up. Bend that right knee, and then kick to the side. Good. And then again, kick it to the side. I want to remind you that all this down dog with the upper body, it preps you for handstands, for any arm balances, because you're building all this strength through this up dog. All right, right heel moves back. Open that up. Just explore. Maybe a couple more breaths. I know those arms, if you need to come out, rest your arms, go into child's pose, or step up sooner than me for that low lunge. Pause. Right hand on the knee. Engage those alignment cues, which is right hip pulls back towards the back of the mat, left leg powerful and strong, back of the knee lifting up, lower belly starts turning upward as you add that twist. Right arm comes high. Just moving slowly today. Hot weather. Yoga should be slow and mindful, even close to the ground, which is kind of what we have been doing. Close to the ground. If your neck ever feels like it needs release, just look down. Oh, so good. All right, right hand comes down. I'm moving my foot over to the left a little bit. Gosh, excellent. Drop that left knee if you use your blocks. Use your blocks or fingertips and lift up through the chest. And then exhale to bring that both legs straight and round in. It's your own rhythm. Linger where you want to linger. Just breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. 4 count breath. Inhale. Exhale. Last drop. Exhale. Really nice. And so that back foot, I tend to want to plant the back foot. You see that I've planted it at a 45-degree angle. You can use your blocks still or not. It depends on where your length is in your hamstring. Inhale to open it up. Exhale to round navel into the spine, forehead towards that right knee. Tighter side on the right for sure. Inhale. Exhale. Wow. Linger where you want to linger. Let's just do 2 more. I can even feel it in my shoulders as I round my back, chin into the chest. Last 2. Even though that breath is audible, it actually is very soft and smooth and effortless. You know you're efforting too much when it feels strained, so try not to do the straining of that exhale. Just let it happen. Nice. All right, instead of flow, instead of vinyasa, just move your blocks aside. Turn so that you're in Pasarita, which is parallel feet to each other. See that? Feet are about 3 or 4 feet apart. Drop your head down, bend your knees slightly, and then check your waist, your hips. See where the hips are. You can even give it a little push right and left into the feet. Make sure the belly feels hollow and your hip creases are lifting and your sit bones are spreading out. Release the hands down to the same line as your feet. It's a lot to think about, I know, but this helps. All these cues help. Little bit of micro bend. And then push into the ground to lift the hips high. Good. And if the head is far, far away from the ground, you can use a block to kind of connect the head to the block, which is very soothing. Or if you're almost touching, you can move your feet a little bit farther apart and your head will just be on the ground. Okay, that sweet spot. Oh, yeah, sweet spot. But make sure you're using the legs. Okay, we're going to hang out for just a couple breaths. Fire up the feet, the legs, the inner lines. You can micro bend, inhale, and then exhale to straighten one more time. Shoulders slide up the back. Broaden the chest. Lean into the feet evenly. So good. So good. Awesome. I love that. Now walk your hands forward. I'm going to turn so you can see hips stay right over the ankles. And if you feel like you need a lift, you can use your blocks again because you want, it's like down dog with the legs apart because your back is nice and straight. Okay, so ribs in, hollow out the belly, bring your feet strong, and then push forward into the chest, into the shoulders. Gotta try to activate all the muscles in the legs, okay? You're not just sagging into those ligaments and tendons. You're using your vital muscles. It's like you're squeezing the muscles right into the bone, okay? It's not a passive heavy feeling. It's a dynamic, light feeling. So good. All right, walk it back. You can heel toe your feet together. I think that will be more gentle on our body. Heel toe the feet. Give it a little drop and a straighten. Couple drops, bounces, and a straighten. Nice. Roll yourself up. Pause halfway in this chair. Yeah, pause halfway in this chair and then give it some soothing in the back. Okay, this is really important. Be gentle and kind. Nice. And then come on up. Exhale. That was a lot. Walk it out. Get some water if you need some water. All right, I have 2 of you with me. So happy. Good job. Really, really good. Nice. Excellent. I'm so happy to see you guys. Luisa's here too. Nice, Luisa. Good. All right, so make sure that you are hydrating yourself, especially on a yoga day. Really nice. All right, so we have about 15 minutes. Let's take one standing tree and then we'll go down onto our back. Okay? We'll go down onto our back to soothe it up. Good. Tree pose. I'm going to stand on the right and just bring that left knee high. And bring it in. Oh yeah, so good. Because it also gets that inner groin, which is beautiful. Really good. Tree pose. And if this is a challenge to balance on one leg, There's nothing wrong with using the wall to lean against. So use that to start, especially when you're growing the ability in the foot to stand on that foot, because a lot of it is a fatigue in the foot. You're building up those lines. Tree pose. Softness in breath. Beautiful. Yeah, could we go back into Warrior 3 just for about 5 more breaths? So I'm just turning, but you're taking this left leg, you're letting it float behind you, and you're holding that. Okay, I know we were here, but this time might feel a little different. You can even go into airplane wings. You can even reach forward, and it doesn't have to go parallel to the earth. It can just be this nice diagonal, which is what I'm feeling like I need today. So I'm just diagonal, length, straight. Awesome. Good. Pause. Left foot meets the right foot. Deep sigh. One more like that. Stuff comes up. Just let it come up. You got this. All right, other side. Left foot's my base. Right foot is coming in. Inner thigh. You can use your hand to help kind of hook it in there. Nice little trick. Hook in, push down. It can be anywhere. It can be ankle all the way up. It doesn't have to be up by your inner thigh. Once you find that, keep the hips square. Even that right hip crease drops back. Natural curve in the back. So lower body's taken care of by pushing down into the floor. Now focus upper body. You want to get yourself to grow a little taller, right into the chest. And there you are. Should be effortless. Once you find that sweet spot, it is so beautiful. It's like, wow, single pointed. I am a tree. All right. And then Warrior 3. Gonna shoot this right leg back. Go slow. Just start with that sweet little diagonal, Sweet little diagonal where you're feeling your ribs in, your chest lifted, nice activity through that right leg, right hips dropping. Waking up the energy. Reach forward, reach back. Building strength through the standing leg. Harder on this left side for me. I don't know why. That brought up a lot of efforting, but effort that moves, it literally blows out the stagnation, which comes out either in heat or emotions. You feel it once you start practicing for a while. You can feel literally the body clearing, and there's a symptom. It's either this, I got to sigh, or even tears, or like angst. That feeling, you're working it. So highly recommend going with it and not avoiding it. Okay, it's part of the clearing process. All right, so let's go down to the floor. Easy peasy. Inhale, up, reaching. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, halfway lift. Get in your body, feel it. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back, high plank. One last yoga push-up. Chaturanga to up dog. If it feels like you need to bend your elbows, which is fine. You can even stay really low, like low cobra. In fact, let's all go low. Go into that low cobra. And then one last child's pose. Notice what the hips are doing. We stretch them quite a bit with the warrior sequence. So support your head. I'm going to move my hair. My hair came out. Support your head and just let your back relax. And then make your way onto your back so that you're just resting your whole body. And we'll do our closing sequence. Maybe a couple bridge pose to a twist to Shavasana. Okay? So keeping that really soft and smooth movements, transitioning. Lay yourself back. Use your elbows. Be gentle. Oh yeah. Take your knees with you. Circle it out. This is how you practice yoga when you have just some compromised low back issues, you know? Be sweet and soft and smooth. All right, so bridge. Plant the feet, roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time, and just lift up. Tuck the shoulders and pause for a breath or two. Back of the head is firm, so you have this natural curve in the neck. Let's breathe together. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale together. Exhale, upper chest, middle, and right into lower. Good. Reach for your knees. And then roll yourself back. Drop the knees to the right. Inhale, come back to center. And to the other side. Awesome. And then come back to center. Walk the heels a little closer to you. And then same thing, bridge pose. Start with that lower segment, which is that pelvic bowl. So you're tilting it. Sit bones are lifting. And then push into the feet. You feel that? As you push into the feet. Lifting the hips. You come right to that middle section. And then right to the upper section. It's really part of the yoga practice to break things down and to notice what's going on. The more you notice, the more sensitivity you create in your practice, your mind. Your mind can stay still and single pointed. That's the whole premise of what yoga is about. It's here to calm your mind so that you want to sit in meditation. So you want to be able to breathe 10 breaths, 20 breaths, 30 breaths, and not feel restless, not feel like you have something to do or somewhere to go. So yoga is that. That's why I talk about the details. All right, as promised, just 2, bridge pose, roll down, check in, upper, middle. Last to come down is the lower. You'll feel that good. Feet can move a little farther away from the sit bones if they ended up close, and wide as the mat. Take an inhale and drop the knees slowly to the right. Oh, wow. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale to the left. Knees drop to the left. And just back and forth, focusing on your own breath. Inhale. Exhale. Letting gravity do the work by dropping the knees. I'm going to do one more time. Whole body, this whole central belly area, let it just be, feel heavy. All right, is there any last posture that your body wants? If you've been practicing for a while, you may have some favorites that you go to. Happy baby is always a good one here. Even upside down pigeon, you see that? One foot over the other. Knees can rock to one side. We sort of did a twist, but this might be a different sensation. Knees to one side. So just take a few moments and decide which posture you want before you rest in Shavasana. I'm so happy you are here doing your practice, and you can always come back to this recording. Healing touch, using your hands wherever you feel called to. Very helpful, putting your hands on your body. Self-massage. All right, wherever you are, give yourself that time for Shavasana. And one of my favorites, actually I have this today, let's try. I brought my Rad roller. It's called an Axle from Rad. Obviously you use this for myofascial release, but you can also use it as a bolster. So I'm just going to stick it underneath my knees. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh yeah. Stretch out. Make sure you still have that natural curve in the back. I never like to kind of remove that. You want that little bit of space underneath your back. I've had students ask me about that, and there's different trains of thought with that. But for my particular body, I need the curviness. So that's why I suggest that. You also have the curviness in the neck. You want to make sure, especially if we're losing this, if you have your neck pain, that you may need a roll, just like what I'm doing for my knees. You could put that underneath your neck, a little washcloth, roll it up, and it will support your neck. It's interesting because a lot of people do not realize that we do need support there, especially when we look tech neck, because of tech neck, looking at our phone, looking at our computer. It's a great therapeutic for the neck. Anyhow, but right now, just stay in your Shavasana. So you're more than welcome just to stay. And I highly recommend it, 5-10 minutes. 10 minutes is ideal for Shavasana. So if you have the opportunity just to stay, please do so. Okay, but if and when you are ready, always just slow motion, like you're moving each section of your body just a little bit. Fingers, head, toes, gathering the breath a little deeper. And then floating one leg at a time up to your chest. And then just making sure that you roll to a side that feels right to roll towards. And go to that side. And then use your hands to come up. Take a deep sigh. One more breath. Inhale, nose. And let it out through the mouth. Excellent. Seal the lips. Back in through the nose. Out through the nose. All right, you made it. I celebrate you. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. Namaste. All right. Good. See you next week. Thanks for participating. Awesome, awesome. Good job.